Two brand new gifts have been added to Lumber Tycoon 2, and in this video I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about them, like where to get them, how much they'll likely sell for after they go off sale, the best way to stock up on them, and much more, so stay tuned. And guys, these gifts are packed with firsts for Lumber Tycoon 2 history, which is super awesome to see. So, the first gift is actually super easy to get since it can just be purchased from What Are Us. It's right over here in the corner, right next to the wedge blueprints in What Are Us. So, it's called the Trivial Gift of 10 Tangents, and it will cost you 320 lumber bucks. And guys, this is actually the cheapest gift we've gotten so far this year, so what that means is that this gift is likely going to be worth over 100 times the amount that you can buy it for right now. It's hard to say exactly what the resale price will be though, since it appears to be a first of its kind of gift. What do I mean by that? Well, as you guys can see, I don't think we've ever gotten a gift that has this type of wrapping. Gifts are almost always boxes with bows on them, while this gift is in a gift bag. We've actually never had a gift bag in Lumber Tycoon 2. The closest we've ever gotten is the cone gift from 2018, which is kind of like a bag, but it's still wrapped like a traditional gift, which this being a unique type of wrapping could actually point to the gift being a super special type of gift. Now, if you look inside of it, you can see that there's actually nothing inside of it, so that could point to there actually being nothing inside of it, but I would imagine that that's not going to be the case. As you guys know, we have to wait until Christmas to open gifts and see what's inside of them, so we'll have to wait until then to see what's inside of this one. Now, I will point out that this gift has a super similar texture to a gift that we got last year. As you guys can see, there's a bunch of dice on the gift wrapping, which is the same kind of texture that we got on the gift last year that actually had a dice in it. Now, either that's some leftover texture that the creator of this gift decided to put on the gift just for laziness purposes. It can be pretty hard to make textures for gifts, so that could be it, but it could also mean that it has something to do with the dice gift from last year, so it could be like something for board games or something like that. I also want to bring attention to the name of the gift, which again is the Trivial Gift of 10 Tangents. So it mentions trivial, which could mean that it's for some board game or something, which would make sense for the dice on the gift. A theory that I've seen floating around is that it could actually be corner wedges. That's something that is highly requested in the community. The reason people are saying that is, first of all, you guys can see there's triangles on the gift itself. You can also see that the name of the gift itself mentions tangents, which is often associated with triangles, so that could have some merit, and also it's right next to the wedge blueprints, so that could have some merit to it. I don't know what 10 would have to do with that, but that's just a theory I've seen floating around. But once again, the dice on the wrapping kind of suggests that it's some sort of game or dice. Anyways, make sure that you stock up on this gift because like I said, it will go way up in price. So having as many as you can get will be an incredibly good investment to make. This is the gift you are going to want to stock up on the most out of any of the gifts that we've gotten so far in 2024 since it is so cheap. Now, as always, I'm going to be showing you the best way to stock up on this, and for that you're going to need a small utility vehicle, since this one actually fits right into the door of What Are Us. So you're basically just going to want to drive it over to this wall and basically make laps around What Are Us. So get your truck bed over next to the gifts and fill the truck up with as many gifts as you can get. Make sure you get this one that's hidden behind the shelves. Get them over here and then you can just put them onto the counter. Purchase them all, and then you're going to want to grab the long truck, which you can then park right here, and you can just fill it with the gifts. And then basically just repeat that process until you have an immense pile of gifts that you're going to be happy with, because you're going to be able to resell them for hundreds of times the price that you're buying them right now for. Now, do note that this doesn't work sometimes, so you might have to leave and rejoin so that you can interact with the gifts when they're in the bed of the truck. The more gifts you get, the more money you'll be able to make later by selling them to other players, so make sure you get as many as you can. My prediction is that you'll be able to resell these for around about 30k after they go off sale around Christmas. But if this gift actually turns out to be super handy, or there's a cool functionality to it, there's a chance that it will sell for even more, probably up to 80k each. That's just my prediction. So either way, you are making hundreds of times your investment back, so this is definitely one you're going to want to stock up on the most. But this next gift is also one that's going to be super good to stock up on. It's actually in Link's Logic, which is a first for Lumber Tycoon 2. We've never actually gotten a gift in Link's Logic. It's the only store that hasn't gotten a gift in it, besides maybe the land store, but that one doesn't really sell items, so it's super big news. To get to Link's Logic, just board the ferry back here. If it's not there, just wait, and then purchase a ticket for 400 lumber bucks by talking to Hoover, and then just wait until you get to the other side. Once you get to the other side, just follow the road to get to Link's Logic, and here you'll find the Twinkly Gift, and it's actually on the only shelf that is normally empty in Link's Logic. This gift is going to cost you 800 lumber bucks, which is just barely more than neon wires. So compared to the gifts we've gotten so far, that's actually super cheap. So this one is one you're gonna want to stock up on for sure, and I'll go over what you need to know about that in just a little bit. I know for sure this one will definitely go up in price, but it's not entirely clear how much it will resell for, since once again we've never had a Link's Logic gift in the history of the game. So looking at current market values for gifts that are like this isn't very helpful, since this one is so unique. It could be a super useful logical component that people might really want, so there could be a lot of demand for it after it goes off sale around the 25th of December, but not even exploiters know for sure what's gonna be inside of this gift. Now, full disclosure, I actually do know what's inside all of the gifts this year, since I do test updates for Defaultio, but I'm only allowed to tell you theories that I've seen other people come up with, so they could be right and they could be wrong. But anyways, as I was saying, this gift is one you're definitely going to want to stock up on since it's so cheap, although you won't want to stock up on it as much as the other gift that I went over earlier in the video, since this one is a much bigger time investment to stock up on, just because you have to go across the ocean, which takes a while, and also Link's Logic closes at night, so you can't be stocking up constantly. So if you want to stock up on this gift super efficiently, you might think that the fastest way is to bring another truck with you so you can load it up as you stock up, and while that is true, it seems to only be more efficient if you intend on stocking up a lot of trucks, just because it is a big time investment, since you have to walk all the way back to the other truck to bring it over to Link's Logic as well. So it might be a good idea to bring a bunch of trucks with you, but only if you have a bunch of friends to help you. That way they can drive directly to Link's Logic and you don't have to walk back and forth, and having friends to help you stock the trucks and stuff like that is always going to speed things up. This is really best as a team effort, but if you're just doing this solo, honestly it seems like the best way to stock up on it is just the traditional way, you know, walking back and forth, since the distance between the gifts and the counter really is not that bad. So using a truck as a shopping cart really doesn't save that much time. It is worth it if you're stocking up a lot, but it does take a little bit of extra time to get that truck into Link's Logic and to bring it all the way there, of course. And also, since Link's Logic closes, you may need to stay overnight to get a full truckload. You could, while Link's Logic is closed, just stock the ferry with a bunch of koa wood while you're waiting for it to open. That is, if you need koa wood, or you could stock up on the gift in the arts shop. But anyways, once you got a truckload, it is now time to get your gifts back. You want to hop aboard the ferry, and once again, the ticket will cost you 400 lumber bucks, so hopefully you didn't spend all of your money on gifts. Otherwise, you're kind of stranded unless you do the ferry hop by driving onto the ferry right as it leaves, which is scary to do, since your items could end up glitching out since they don't get secured to the ferry if you do that. Personally, I missed the ferry by a few seconds and rage quit, so don't be like me, because that's definitely not the most efficient way to stock up. Anyways, make sure you guys are subscribed so you don't miss out on future gifts as they come out, and I'll see you guys in the next video once it's out. See ya!